so, we're all just sitting here with math books over our heads hiding under school desks. If you know what I mean. Anyway, Free Talk Live. Yours truly weasels his way on the show.
Let's go to your thoughts, your phone calls. You can bring up anything. Barry is listening in Grand Rapids, Minnesota to WNMT. Hey, Barry.
Yeah, so I'm driving to the studio. I turn on the radio. It's Free Talk Live. They're saying, it's your show, blah, blah, blah. Your show. Control the show. Talk about anything you want. And I'm sitting there going, well, I got to do something here.
Hey, it is so great that I am hearing you guys in my hometown here on AM 650.
First of all, let me point out, step one, getting on shows, be nice. Be very nice. Praise and bow down. You must. And that's not to say that I wasn't being genuine. I do think these guys are great. I like the Free Talk Live guys. I've always liked them. And I just couldn't, for the life of me, remember them talking about 9/11 Truth or giving their take on it. Even though I did suspect that they had, and they, as they said they had, you'll hear that they say that they have dealt with it, and I believe them. But I really like them, and I wanted to say it was great to hear them on my home station now. And they had no idea what they're getting into with me, though, as you'll listen to them go into one of their usual sticks.
KLZY, I think it is.
Negative. It's WNMT 650. Great station, though.
Okay, well, we're getting their feed, but we only got the 2 radio stations in town. So
yeah, there is no WMMT in my area. We get their feed through the station that I said, but anyway.
But I can't believe that we're getting you guys, because you guys are awesome. I used to download you all the time off the Internet, and I never thought I'd be hearing you. I just wanted to say good job.
Well, thank you for that, Barry. I appreciate that. And what I would suggest that you do, and anybody else that's listening to us on their local talk radio station, is take a moment, jot down.
This is a regular stick. Go to our website and look through tons of crap and find out what the name of the call letters is. And blah, blah, blah.
Look at our affiliates list there. In your case, it's News Talk AM 650 WNMT. Take a moment, find the contact information for your local talk station, and call up and talk to the program director and tell him thanks. In your case, it's Craig Holgate, and he...
That's great. Can I say
That's
something
great.
else?
Sure.
You guys talk about a lot of real issues. You don't seem really afraid of any issue.
See, the mistake that was made was he gave me too long to think about it. As he's telling me how to find my radio station after I knew what it was, but that's a regular shtick they have to go through, I know. But they gave me too long, and I was sitting there going, well, I'm on. I'm talking to 93 radio stations here across the country, which I don't know.
Which is very rare nowadays.
That's why we have open phones, because you can bring up anything, and we can
setting
handle
them up.
Well, can I give you a big one, a hard one?
Sure, and if we don't know, we'll say we don't know on the show as well. So go for it.
If most shows will hang up on me if I say it. You guys have a stance on the truther movement.
Yes, absolutely, we do. And it has been explicated many times in the past, but we're always happy to do it. Mark, what?
Yeah, and I just never heard that. I never
handle
heard
this
you
one.
guys.
Sure. What you're speaking of, the truther movement, generally is, what people think about what happened on 9/11 as to whether it was an inside job by government agents or whatever. And our stance is basically that if the government says something, we immediately assume they're lying. And that, that many of the stories that we've heard seem fantastic, the ideas of holograms and things like that. I couldn't say.
Now, notice there, I just want to point out, let's play devil's advocate here. He brings up the the wildest, possible conspiracy on the whole thing, holograms. Like that's the one thing to focus on here as well. Somebody talked about holograms, so the whole thing must be quacky. But I'm just pointing it out that I don't know if this is an honest debate here. I like these guys. I don't know though. I think there is some kind of Berlin Wall per se that doesn't allow these people to really get into that, because they're all about listen to what they say. They said, we automatically don't believe anything the government says, and that's true. That stands true with what I've heard them say in the past. But wait a minute.
We think that basically, the issue doesn't really matter much anymore. It's almost
it doesn't matter. Well, they would tell you it matters because all the stuff we've accepted after 9/11 in the name of security, as far as the TSA, it's all snowballing into a police state, many would say, And 9/11 would be a big part of that. So if there's some weird stuff about 9/11, I would say that would be worth looking into. But listen to this.
It's a decade old that the that the JFK was assassinated. There's been some stories that have come to light about that. Hasn't really changed anybody's mind about the government, and that the 9/11 is largely irrelevant these days.
We'll come back and let you respond if you want to hear Barry. Hang on. More
they hold me over.
Your calls as well at 800-259-9231. This is Free Talk Live.
Pretty cool.
All right, we've got Barry on the line listening to WNMT in northern Minnesota. Barry, are you still with us?
Absolutely.
Yeah, by the way, calling into radio stations and radio shows, do it, okay? Those are your airwaves, all right? That's your radio station. The airwaves belong to the people, so use them.
You're somebody who encountered the show in the past online. You discovered us, I guess, by accident tonight on the air in your area, and you're very pleased to hear that. You called in to ask us a question that you said would likely get you hung up on by any other talk show, and I think you're probably right about that. You asked about the so-called truther movement, and you asked for our thoughts. Now, you got Mark's response, but I want to kind of go around the panel here and give you some other responses, and then allow you to talk back on this one. Would that be all right?
Great. Yep.
All right. Wayne, go ahead with your thoughts on the truther movement.
Well, first of all, the word truther in itself is kind of a smear, as if there's something wrong with the truth. So that makes me a little suspicious.
They call themselves that.
Well, they truth, but then their opponents call them truthers, as if it's a smear, just like you've got the.
That kind of surprised me that he didn't know that had to be spelled out for him. Maybe he's playing dumb on that, but that really actually surprised me.
Birthers and all those people. So it's actually used as a smear,
yep.
and so I find that a little bit interesting and suspicious. And like Mark, I feel suspicious and doubtful of any official story the government puts out. But I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't have enough information. I wasn't a witness. I don't know. I've seen some interesting evidence. But again, what are you going to do about it? Even if it is true, it's counterproductive to focus all your time and energy on bringing somebody to justice that's.
Well, listen. What the heck? Before I called, the previous caller was from We Are Change, and they were talking about how they had a list of all the war criminals, the people they consider war criminals. The Bushes, the Cheneys, the Condoleezza Rices. Regardless of what you think about that, they were talking about that, and they were talking about how it was okay to go, to know their schedule and go there to confront them and whatnot. Free Talk Live was saying that and sympathizing with that and going along with that, actually quite aggressively in a way. But then here we are. And, what are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. Blah, 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 about this. I mean, I think there's a barricade on this issue, which is why I'm focusing on it so much. There's a barricade here. There's weirdness here. Am I supposed to ignore the weirdness?